everyone, and welcome to GIR Golf. I am Jim, and I'm out here at my home practice range to work on my own game this time, to work on my iron play here at the house. With me being a golf coach, I got to find any time I can, especially during golf season that we're in right now, to work on my own game, because I got some tournaments coming up that I'm going to be playing in, and I want to be prepared. And I've got my Divot feedback template here. And you can, of course, purchase these on Amazon. We'll put the link in the description. But I just thought I'd show you that I believe in this product so much that I use it when I go on the driving range or here at the house to work on my iron play, because it aids me in visualization on what the proper impact conditions are. It helps me with my alignment. It gives me instant feedback with how my divots are oriented to how I'm striking golf balls. And it also helps me to take better care of the grass, even here at my house, using those proper linear divot rows, especially when I get on the golf course. Linear divot rows are a big thing. I'd like to see all of us start to use those just so we can have more turf to hit out of on our driving ranges all across this great country and even the world. This device will help you do that. And this device is made of high density polyethylene plastic, same material that cutting boards are used out of. It's a very durable product, something that'll give you years of service. If you want more information on how to or more information about it and how to purchase it, we'll have it in the description. You can check us out on Amazon. With that being said, I've got a bucket of 30 balls here. I'm just going to get out here, have some fun, show you how I use it, and enjoy. So as I've mentioned, the Divot feedback template does a great job in aiding us in alignment. So I'm going to set it here on the ground, and I've got my Dr. Scholl's Odor X foot powder spray, which I found works really good in regards to putting a nice bright white line on the ground for us when using the Divot feedback template. You can use any spray you like, but this one here I found works really well. And I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm going to put an alignment rod, because I'm a believer in alignment rods, to make sure my body is lined up square with my target. And I'm going to put it right up against it, spray some lines on the ground. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get to it. So I just line it up. I'm just going to work on, right now I'm going to work on hitting straight shots. So I'm just going to line the middle of the template right to my orange pole in the distance. Looks good right there. Give it a little shake with my foot powder spray. Okay, before I lift it up, because of the design of the Divot feedback template, I can trust that everything is square with what I've set up. So I can take my alignment rod and put it right up here against it. Then lift my template. Now I'm set up, as long as I don't bump that, which I just about did, to know that I'm lined up squarely with my target. Let's hit some balls. So I've got my lines sprayed on the ground, and I'm just going to take my club and put a couple balls just right in front of that miss line. Okay. A lot of times you can just do it with your club. Sometimes you gotta, depends on how thick the grass is. I've got a little bit taller grass in the driving range here. Okay. Now, if you watch any of our instructional videos, if you haven't, check those out on our channel. The goal is to miss this miss line, come down and strike the ball, and take out some of this divot reference line. So that's what I'm going to try to do. When I dress this ball, I'm going to line up my club face square with the target, get my feet, my knees, my hips, my shoulders square, and then I'm going to take my eyes off the ball and try to actually contact this grass in front of the ball. Because that's in golf, when we got golf balls on the ground, we're trying to hit the ball first, then the ground, to compress it, to make it go up. You know, hit down and through the ball to make it go up when the balls are on the ground. So that's what we're trying to do. So those are my thoughts. I'm just going to get in here and hit some and get some immediate feedback. Okay. And we went out to the right a little bit, and I can see what's great about this device is you can see the reason I hit a little baby push shot there. You can see the divot is going out to the right. So that tells me that, and I did pretty good about missing the miss line there, maybe hit just a little bit of it, pretty good strike, but my path of my club was a little bit too much in to out. So now I'm going to think more of getting it down the line. So that's what's great about this device. It gives you immediate feedback on how you strike golf balls. Okay. Now you can see this one. I hit this one thin. Okay, I hit that one right on top of the ball. Didn't even take out any of the divot reference line. So I'm going to work on that. So I'll put that baby right back there. Going to come down and hit ball first and then the ground after it. That felt good. Sent that one way down there. Okay. Now we can look at my divot here, and it looks pretty good. The ball's flight did go a little bit left of my target, but I'm real happy with how I hit the ball first and then the ground. Looks like the divot was pretty square with the target. I must have had just a slightly closed club face. It gives you immediate feedback. So now what you do is you just kind of go with these divots you're making. So I just put my ball up here, park it right here where I got some grass. And then now I'm using my alignment rod, because ultimately when we get out on the golf course we can't use the template to spray those lines in front. So I like to hit 2 more sets of golf balls, then I'll put the template back down and spray some lines. But now I'm training my eyes for when I get on the golf course, because I'm going to set up here. I don't have that white line, but what I can see is that divot in front. So my eyes are on that divot, just trying to hit a little bit of that divot. Hit the ball, scratch a little bit of that divot. That's what I'm thinking about. Most of us will struggle with trying to help the ball up. We'll try to help it up. This trains us to actually hit down and through, and that's what's great about it. Okay. That one went out to the little bit of a fade there. It's a good idea to keep a towel around. So whenever you start making divots like you're supposed to, you'll get a little bit of earth in there, and that's good. Okay, sit up here and we just keep working through these divots. Keep these nice linear divot rows we'll talk about at the end. Okay, another one out to the right just a little bit. So I'm starting to look at my divot. My divot's coming a little bit inside to out there. So I'm going to work on that. I gotta think more swing out towards where shortstop would be in baseball. I like to use baseball terminology. So I'm thinking swing a little bit more towards the shortstop, where he stands, he or she stands. Put these babies up here. Again, what I'm trying to do is keep this spacing here of grass in between here. I'm trying not to get that too narrow, because it allows the grass to grow back so much quicker. Okay. Okay. That one pretty good. Okay. So it just gives me great feedback. So I'm gonna hit this one, and then I'm gonna put the template back down, spray some new lines on there. Keep training my eyes. That's the best one yet, folks. Okay, now I'm starting to figure some stuff out. Okay, so now you can see I've got some nice linear divot rows going. Okay, and experts in golf course turf management say that this is the best way to make divots, not in a scattered pattern or even a concentrated pattern, because this grass right here will help this grow back so much quicker, and we're not going to take up that much real estate here. So now I'm going to get my template, spray some more lines on the ground, and I'll see you in a minute. So now I've hit 2 sets of 2. I've hit 6 golf balls. So now I'm gonna put the template back down and spray some new lines on there. Now, this would be a great time if you decide to change clubs or change targets out on the driving range. Then you just simply aim this where you need to go. In my case, I'm working with 1 club today, hitting just 30 balls. Just working on this 1 club today, just for with my limited space here. And so I'm gonna keep the rows nice back and in line. But your rows, if you start hitting different targets, might kind of have a little bit of zigzag. But as long as that 4 inches of grass or so that we're trying to leave is there, the divots will grow back so much quicker. So I'm gonna put this down, spray some new lines. Now, little tip here to maximize how much turf we use. Okay, let's put it up here. Because I have the alignment rod, really makes this simple. Okay, so you want to put it right where you start to see the divots up here in the beginning of the divot reference line. That's where you want to start. And I'm going to double check and make sure I haven't bumped my alignment rod. Looks like it needs to go that way just a little bit. Okay. And this would be a good time too, like if I wanted to change and try to hit a fade or a draw, then I would aim it accordingly. So I recommend hitting like 6 balls and then kind of regrouping, changing clubs, changing a shot shape. For today, I'm just going to work on my straighter, trying to hit them a little straighter. That's what I'm working on today. Spray that on there. Okay, now when you see that, lay that off the side. You can see my divot reference lines are here in the divots I've already been making. Okay, which is fine because we don't want to use any more turf than we have to. So I'm going to put my balls here, the ball here. Okay, and we'll just keep working backwards. See if we can hit some good ones here. Get some consistency. Okay. A little bit left, a little bit thin, so I'm going to work on that. A little bit left. My path looks good. It looks like I'm just having a tendency to close my club face just a little bit. So I'm going to work on keeping that face a little more square through impact. Golf is a game of fractions. But I like how my path is looking pretty good. That was good. That was a good one. That's pretty clean. See if we can get some consistency here in my bucket of balls. Get some rust off my game. Pretty good. Okay, and we just keep working. It's a good idea to make sure you haven't bumped your alignment rod. Feel free to place these balls. Get these two and we'll spray some more lines on there. Oh yeah, that's right at the pin there. I like that. It's a good strike. But the template has done a good job of, when I get over here over the ball now, I'm getting my eyes off the ball and I'm thinking in front of the ball, because that's really where I want to contact. I want to hit the ball first and then some ground after it. So those white lines really teach us to do that. That one a little fat, I can tell by the sound, but it went pretty straight, and I've got a lot of turf here on my club. So now, especially after I hit that one fat, I'm going to spray some more lines on there. I'll get some more lines on there. We'll go ahead and continue hitting these balls. Then we'll talk to you how to properly fill these divots. Okay, so I got another set sprayed on here. Gonna keep thinking, miss that miss line, hit the ball, take out some of that divot reference line. Okay. If you notice, I hold my finish no matter what. You know, the feedback that you're gonna get, don't be in a hurry to come back and look. Wait for that ball to land on the ground. The feedback will still be there. I hit that one a little thin, I can tell by the sound. And it shows it right there. I hit that just a little thin. I don't see a lot of, I should have some of that grass taken out right there. So these lines really do a lot of good. So I gotta think, stay down there a little longer. Definitely stay down a little longer on that one. Pretty good result. I probably hit down on that a little too much, but not a bad shot. using the template to really give me some feedback. Let's put this one right here for now. Kind of get my lines caught up here. Oh, that felt good. That's better rhythm, and that's dead straight. That was a good shot right there. But this device really trains you to hit down and through the ball. That's what I love about it. See if we can hit another one. Get some consistency in here. Nope. Okay, tried to help that one up a little bit. That was probably my worst swing so far. That's why even us coaches got to get out and practice, work on our games. Golf is a hard game. With this template, it will really help you. There we go. Looking shot right over the flag. That there was more of a picking action, but that turned out really good. I took out just a very fine divot. I think keep my hands a little lower, a little more in front of the ball. There we go. Being a little wet out there, got a little bit of being a little wet here on the range. We get a little bit extra action on our club there. The grass really sticks to it. Get a little closer. Oh, I love hearing that sound of a well-struck golf ball. It's a fun sound. Not quite as fun as the ball going in the hole when you're putting. I never get tired of that sound, especially when it's a long birdie putt. But the sound of a well-struck ball when we hear it on TV, when I just heard it there, boy, it's a lot of fun. It's even more fun when you do it yourself. Another good sound there. Definitely striking them pretty good. I'm, hit that one bad one there a while back. Get 2 or 3 really good ones. Just trying to develop some consistency. Got one a little fat, I saw that, but not bad. So now, I've got a few balls here left. I'm gonna spray another set of lines, finish this session up, and man, I'm having some fun out here. All right. See if we can got my new lines on here. Thinking miss the miss line, hit the ball, take out some of that divot reference line. So I'm gonna square my body up, my club up, and I'm gonna look at that line right there and try to hit it. Oh, that was awesome. I don't like to brag, but that felt good. Definitely liking what I'm seeing, starting to get some consistency. There again, my eyes are getting trained off that white line in front, and my body is just reacting to that, trying to hit that white line and not try to help the ball up. That's where we get in trouble. We try to help it up. It's a recipe for disaster. I'm gonna put that baby back there. Same thing. Try to take out that white line. Another good hit, well hit ball, right at the flag. Yeah, I like it, like it. See if we can finish strong here in this set. yeah, we're starting to get consistent, folks. Definitely hitting some good golf shots. This device is really helping me get some rust off my game. I haven't been able to hit a bucket of balls in a long time, being a golf coach. So busy coaching everybody, which I love to do, and working a full-time job on this, doing this. This is nice to get out here and practice what I preach. Oh, that's compressed nicely. A little bit left, definitely on the green. Like it. Another well-struck golf ball. Getting her well down there. Oh yeah, I'm having fun now, folks. I'm just striping it. I love it. And the reason I'm striping, I'm just focusing on what's happening in front of the ball. I'm trying to hit what's in front of the ball, not the ball. And that the template's really teaching me to do that. That one a little thin. Struck pretty well. Last ball, let's see if we can finish strong. Oh yeah, little baby fade. Definitely on the green. So that ends up a 30 ball session here on some really light rough that I'm hitting out of here at the house. And you can see, I took up 2 rows here. Now we're going to take some sand and fill them in. And that's always important to do. If your golf course has sand there at the driving range, like they should, go ahead and fill these divot rows in, and that'll help that grass grow back so much quicker, so we'll all have more nice grass to hit out of on the range. So I'm going to do that next. So now I've got my sand, and I'm going to fill these rows in before I leave the range. I recommend you all do that to help this grass grow back quickly as possible. I've got a little shovel here. Usually your driving range will have a scoop. Get these babies in there. Just fill them up flush with the ground. You don't have to spend all day on it, but get that get the sand in there, and that helps retain the moisture, especially on those hot sunny days. See, it takes, just takes me about, a couple minutes here if I've got the sand and some way to scoop it. But it's well worth it. If we could get, the more and more people we can get to do this and take better care of the range, a better experience will be for everybody. So I hope you've enjoyed my range session here at the house using the Divot feedback template. Hopefully it's educated you and showed you some tips and tricks with it. I know it's really gave me some confidence here today. I didn't hit every shot perfect, but that's golf. But that's why we're out here practicing. But I did hit a lot of good ones thanks to that template. And hopefully you're educated a little more on these linear divot rows. And the grass, as you notice, I didn't take up a lot of turf here when I hit these 30 balls. Now if I was on fairway grass on the driving range, it would have been probably about this much. But because I'm here in the rough, I took up a little bit more, but that's okay. This is a lot better than hitting them scattered or even the concentrated pattern. This grass will grow back so much quicker. Thanks so much for tuning into our channel. Remember to push that subscribe button, that like button. Remember to smile often, have fun. God loves you.